Hey my friends, how's it going? It's Ultimus, and today we're going to be talking about Legion Prepatch, PvP season ending, and Legion launching dates, times, what's changing, what to look out for, what's important, and what you might want to take note of. For starters, in this video, we're going to address the PvP stuff first, since I know that's what I believe the majority of my follower base, more or less, what you guys look for and pay attention to anyways. But I don't want to just not talk about all this stuff as well. So PvP stuff first, everything else second. And yeah, other than that, that's all I got to say to introduce this video. So let's talk PvP. Earlier this week, or I guess last week now, we got a blue post basically officially announcing the end of Warlords Season 3. And that will be, of course, on the 19th of this month, which is July. So July 19th. Now, what that means, lots of stuff actually. Of course, ratings will be locked in. So if you're pushing for Gladiator, rank 1 Glad, which if you are, I don't really know why you're following this channel unless you find me oddly entertaining, which is flattering. But all that aside, any rating pushes, any PvP season rewards, such as the winning 40 of the rated battlegrounds. I don't know why that was so hard to remember. And winning 100 ranked 3v3 arenas. Get that done for yourself now. Arena Master is going away because they are removing the 5v5 bracket. This will be the last PvP season in World of Warcraft with the 5v5 bracket, so keep that in mind. So if you're pushing for Arena Master, definitely recommend you get that done. You've got, let me look at my calendar real quick. Officially how many days? That's not a thing. That's a thing. Officially a week. Well, less than a week now, since this will be going live as of Tuesday. So just about a week, more or less, for you guys. So do keep that in mind if you are pushing for those things. This is the last chance you have to get it, and then the Arena Master achievement will be retired. They'll be replacing it with something else, but since 5v5 bracket is going to be going away, obviously, the way they described it is that it would be a disservice to the people who have earned it previously, to allow other players to earn it. Far simpler, obviously without the 5v5 bracket. So that's a big deal. So other things that are changing, of course, with the end of the PvP season, very soon thereafter, once Prepatch hits, the new honor system will be in place, all of the rewards. I believe the PvP honor talents go live with the Prepatch, though I'm not sure. They might just have them active on the PTR, so that I'm not 100% sure on. I haven't been able to find anything announcing that the new PvP talent system will be live when the Prepatch hits, so that's still up in the air. But we'll see at least, obviously, the blueprints laid out for that. We'll be able to look at those and see what actually made it to live. I would imagine what we're seeing on beta and the PTR is going to be really close to what we're going to see in live. So, obviously, the closer we get, the more concrete that's looking. Trying to think of what else for PvP that I need to go over. Of course, coming in is honors being done away with. Conquest is being done away with. So if there are any old PvP sets that you want to get with that honor, definitely recommend it. Any of the heirlooms, definitely recommend it. Or if you just want to let your honor turn into gold, obviously that's totally fine too. Just be aware that this is the last PvP season in World of Warcraft where we will be dealing with Conquest and Honor. The entire new system comes into play. With that, once, of course, Prepatch hits with PvP, we'll be switching over to the PvP talents, the Prestige system, and the Marks of Honor that you can trade in for 2 or 3, I think up to 5 at a time, depending on what piece of gear you want for the old school PvP gear. That is not going away. Any gear from previous seasons will be able to be purchased via these Marks of Honor, which you get from the boxes that you win when you win Battlegrounds. PvP gear will be awarded on winning Battlegrounds, not necessarily from the boxes exclusively, but on top of that, so you're both. So yeah, if you are a huge PvPer and you're pushing for those ratings, I'm one of those things. Obviously, you guys are pretty familiar with this from the channel, I'm sure. Love PvP, but never really been able to push rating. Every season, it's a goal of mine, and I try. I do my darndest, but that's neither here nor there. So do keep that in mind with PvP. I don't think there's anything else that we needed to really go over with PvP as far as that. Seems pretty straightforward to me. Season ending on July 19th. So get those pushes in now, guys. Good luck to any of you that are pushing for Glad or any higher rating before the season ends. And I guess if any of you are pushing for rank 1 as well, I mean, good luck on that one as well. Though I can't imagine anybody that hangs around this channel is rank 1. But you guys are all rank 1 gladiators to me. So now that PvP is talked about, let's move on to some other stuff. Basically, there are two big mile markers we need to pay attention for here. Obviously, we have Prepatch, and then we have the Legion launch itself. No date for Prepatch yet. My money is that it will be the week after the season ends. So, again, looking at my calendar real quick here. My money is on the 19th, 26th at the latest. Some people are trying to say, I'm sorry, the 19th. My money is on the 26th. 26th or the 2nd of August. I cannot see the Prepatch hitting the second the PvP season ends. I mean, it's not impossible. I believe we have it happen once before, if I'm not mistaken. But it's not impossible. I just don't see it happening. So my money is on the 26th. It'd be nice if we had about a 2-week notice, but I'm guessing we'll probably get about a week notice. I think most players are expecting it, though, so I don't think it's that big of a deal that we don't have an actual launch date for it. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to have a concrete answer, just for the sake of transparency, but I feel like we all know it's coming anyways. So what to do before Prepatch hits. Now, personal goals of mine, of course. I like to try to take the time at the end of the expansion to make as much gold as possible, do research on how to make the most gold I possibly can with what's available to me, with the classes I have, the professions I have, the time I have, going into a Prepatch, because there's an opportunity there to make a ton of gold. Definitely recommend you guys. I just discovered that there is a subreddit for making gold, obviously on Reddit. The subreddit is called WoW Economy, so if that's your jam and you're interested in that, definitely recommend it. It's been very helpful for me, and I'm sure it'll be helpful for you as well. So hang on to your materials, things like that, however you want to do stuff. There's a lot of changes and things coming into play with the Prepatch that will make, like I said, pretty easy to make some gold if you're smart about it. And if making gold isn't your thing, then hey, that's cool too. Something to keep in mind is that they are nerfing the amount of gold you earn from Cataclysm Heroic raids by a good chunk. I think it's like something like 25 to 40%, something insane number like that. I don't remember the exact numbers on it, but I know it's high. So get your runs in there if you want. Now, if you are in the middle of your legendary quest line, you don't have to worry about that. You are still able to finish it. However, once Prepatch hits, if you have not started your legendary quest line, you will not be able to begin it. That is specifically for the ring. So if that's an important deal to you, get on that. If you've already started it, you don't really have to worry about it too much. So for your legendary ring quest, if you're not already on stage 2 of it specifically, you will not be able to complete it. And I think that's a very important note to keep in mind, so you can't just like start the quest and then let it sit. You have to be at least on chapter 2 of the quest. So please do keep that in mind if you are still trying to pursue completing your legendary ring quest. The Hellfire Citadel feats of strength ahead of the curve on the Black Gate, and of course Cutting Edge, which ahead of the curve deals with Heroic Archimond, and then the Cutting Edge deals with Mythic. Those will be done away with because obviously the curve has ended, Prepatch is there, everything's changed. It's for those people who have defeated Heroic or Mythic Archimond before the Prepatch hits. Brawlers Guild bosses, those are being done away with as well. So if you have any achievements or things you want to obtain there or just accomplish for personal satisfaction reasons, however you guys do it, you Brawlers Guild fiends that is going away with Prepatch. And then of course Warlords of Draenor challenge modes. So please, please, please do get your challenge mode runs in. If you're still trying to get them in, if you're trying to buy them, I've seen them anywhere from 180,000 to 300,000, depending on what your server is, and of course the group you're looking for as well. So keep an eye on that. Or if you've got a good group of friends that you've been running it with, guildies, whatever it is, you guys got a couple weeks left. Make it happen. Good luck to you. Those weapons are amazing because, and the reason you want to get those is because they are going to be able to be unlocked on all of your tunes, on all of your whole account in Legion. And so far the token is 10,000 gold in the PTR, so it's going to be at least 10,000 gold, I'd imagine. I don't know if it'll go up anymore, but that literally unlocks every one of those weapons on all of your characters on your account. So I think it's worth it personally. So if you haven't done that, do yourself a favor and do it. Plus it's a ton of fun. The challenge is kind of cool. So that out of the way. Now, this is the point of some confusion. I think I want to make a point to also bring this up. Is the reigns of the Grove Warden. We almost said Grove Warden. Haha, Grove Warden. The epic moose with the glowy antlers. Everyone thinks that's going away with pre-patch. That is not correct. That is going to be going away once Legion drops. So once August 30th hits, Legion drops, Legion goes live. That's when you're no longer able to get the moose. So once pre-patch hits, you're still able to run through those old raids. Heroic Archimond, I believe, is the minimum requirement, and get your moose. If you haven't done that before then, you are no longer eligible to get the moose. If you have I believe it's an egg, or it's like some type of epic drop, basically, you get for it. If you have that, and you haven't turned it in yet, once Legion goes live, you are still able to turn that in. But it's the same thing, very similar to the Legendary Ring. If you haven't started it, don't have it at all, you're missing out. That's just the way it is. So keep that in mind. I know I'm still trying to get my moose run in. If any of you lovely people out there wants to hit me up on BNet, or even send me a message on YouTube, I'm pretty much always checking my message on YouTube within an hour of when I get it. I usually don't go too long without responding or seeing any messages you guys send me. But if you want to hook me up with a Archimond kill for Reigns of the Grove Warden, that'd be lovely. I'd be even willing to pay a little bit. Shameless plug. I really want the moose. I do. I want it. I want it so badly. Everything in me that once loved Invader Zim just needs this moose. Completing the Legendary Quest line. So you have to be done with the Legendary Quest line by the time Legion launches. Also, keep in mind the Mythic boss mounts, the Ironhoof Destroyer, as well as the Fellsteel Annihilator will still be available, but they are nerfed to a 1% drop rate. So no longer guaranteed drops for the players lucky enough and skilled enough to make it to Mythic raid bosses and actually complete it. So now we're going to go down to a 1% drop rate, much like the mounts in Siege of Orgrimmar. Keep in mind as well, heirloom trinkets that drop from Mythic Dungeon bosses, the ones that have different stats on them and different abilities, are pretty cool. I never really had much interest in them because I have everything at level 100, so it just seemed like redundant to me or a waste of time. If I'm going to spend time collecting stuff, it's going to be other things like mounts and transmogs. So with that, the heirloom, once Legion launches, the heirloom trinkets. I don't know why I almost said heirlooms. I knew that wasn't right. But the heirloom trinkets are going to be going away once Legion goes live. So if you don't have those yet, or if you're still running Legion Mythics to try to get that last one to drop, that's been the very common thing I've been seeing among some friends, and of course other posts and things of that sort. Everyone's just like, I just need one more trinket. So if you haven't got those yet, you have until Legion launches. Other than that, I can't really think. I'm trying to do like a really condensed version of this. Just so it's all very, very clear. And I will post the link down below in the description of the video to the WoWhead article, so you can read this all yourself if you want to go into like the very, very juicy details of it as well. I think it's also important to note that once the pre-patch goes live, we're going to be getting the transmog updates. Like, that's not coming with Legion, that's coming once pre-patch hits, which I think most people know, but just in case you didn't, there it is. Class updates, so all your new spells, all of your new mechanics, pruning, all those things like that, that's all coming into play the minute pre-patch goes live. So get ready to have some fun relearning your class all over again. I love PvP during pre-patch time. It's so zany and fun. Like, it's just nuts. Like, nothing is working mechanically properly. Sorry, my nose is itching. Because it's all tuned for 110 or the next max level in this case. So it's insane. Healing is nuts, damage is nuts. It's just a ton of fun. And then once pre-patch hits, in the weeks leading up to Legion, we're going to be seeing the Burning Legion invasions coming in. At some point during that, Demon Hunter Early Access will be put in. And then, of course, we'll get the Battle of the Broken Shore, which I was actually surprised because I thought the Battle of the Broken Shore was going to be like your intro quest to Legion. And that might have been what it was originally, but it looks like we're going to be getting that actually as a part of pre-patch. So very similar to like the Assault on Theramore that we got, or I believe that's what it was called for Mist of Pandaria. We're getting that now here, which, again, I'm a big fan of that kind of stuff. Get more stuff to do while we're waiting. The Legion invasions are a ton of fun. The gear rewards for them are pretty cool. It'd be cool too if, and a couple other YouTubers pointed this out, and I do agree with them, it'd be cool if they kept the Burning Legion invasions going all throughout the expansion, just to continue to give the feel like that the Legion is constantly invading Azeroth, not just the section or the new continent that we're at. I think that would be a smart move on their part, and it would just be a lot of fun. personally. Next, of course, like we said, Demon Hunter Early Access. We're not getting that once pre-patch drops, but I would imagine about a week before, 2 weeks max, before the Legion expansion itself actually drops on August 30th. So again, not immediately once pre-patch drops, but soon. And then, of course, we said the Battle of the Broken Shore. So we're gonna. I'm imagining these are the order we're gonna see things in as well. Of course, transmog stuff, class changes, all the new systems coming into play once pre-patch hits. Then soon after that, we'll get the Burning Legion invasions, and then we'll get Demon Hunter Early Access, and then we'll get the Battle on the Broken Shore, which will set us up to be ready for Legion once Legion drops. So that being said, I think that was pretty concise and not too bad actually. We're sitting at 15 minutes total record time, so who knows how long this whole video will be. We'll cut it up and paste it around and make it all nice and pretty. Also keep in mind something I didn't even know about, which was weird to me because normally I'm really keen on keeping up with the stuff. But there's a new Blizzard cinematic out, very similar to how they did the Warlords cinematics, and a little like comic sketches, things like. I like the art style for them. They have Harbingers out, which is an animated short leading up to Legion, Illidan, Khadgar, Gul'dan, all the nasty green felt nonsense, the magics. Looks really cool. I'm probably going to watch it literally as soon as I'm done recording this. So there's that. Check that out if you want. And other than that, I can't think of anything else. I hope this made sense. I hope it was concise enough for you guys. Hope you guys are ready for Legion. It's coming. The hype train is in full motion. All hands on deck. Whatever little phrase you want to use, but I'm ready. I'm so pumped. I can't wait. Just messing around on PTR has me pumped for at least my class changes. Very excited about Warriors, both Arms and Fury. Very excited about Shadow Priest. And of course, I can't wait to get my hands on a Demon Hunter. I normally hate pre-purchasing games. I really do. But I did pre-purchase so that I could get Demon Hunters a little bit early, just so I could mess around with them. So, to close it all out, good luck to you PvPers out there pushing for rating. Good luck to you gold makers out there trying to make some gold to set you up pretty for the next expansion. Good luck to anybody still needing to run challenge modes. I hope you are successful. And good luck to anybody still raiding, running Archimond, and trying to get your achievements out of the way and get your mounts. All that good stuff. Good luck to you guys, and I'll see you in Legion. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.